You can't tell me shit, little bitch, so don't bother. You fucked it off, I cut you off, now that's a done dollar. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a dog like Goddard. Quick to whip the stick and disappear like Harry Potter. He think he heating up, ain't that a bitch, cause I'm hotter. He ain't got no heart and he ain't got no honor. That guppy won't survive in the water with piranhas. Killers on my team with M16s like Uganda. Shooters on my left, that's gon' step at my leisure. I died and resurrected, bitch, but this is not Easter. I don't rap beef, little bitch, so this is not ether. I don't duck shit, but off the goose, I might seek it. Two bad hoes, I think one was Puerto Rican. A sock up on the door, so don't come in, we not decent. I'm rocking when I'm rolling, Motorola always beeping. Pockets full of poses, rolling dough, straight chiefin'. 5-pack of the woods just to keep the stress managed. People taking shots and they be shocked, it's no damage. Tell all of the thoughts up on my jock, I don't have it. Can't argue with my bitch because she only speaking Spanish. I hit the switch and push the whip like it was in the way. You talking shit but ain't no shit, so you just in the way. I'm taking risks, I pray to God that I don't die today. The talk is cheap, I got the heat just like the young D-Wade. She thinking memes, I told the bitch that she don't know D-Wade. I think it schemes the next routine gon' take a business day. She ride the dick and work her hips like it's for fitness. Ayy, plead the fifth and suck this dick, you ain't got shit to say. People run they lips so they trip like some acid. I can't fit into this fake world, I ain't plastic. Roll the backwood up and have them pissed, I ain't passing. Never had my dad, I'm just a saucy young bastard. You can't tell me shit, little bitch, so don't bother. You fucked it off, I cut you off, now that's a done dollar. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a dog like Goddard. Quick to whip the stick and disappear like Harry Potter. You think he heated up, ain't that a bitch, cause I'm hotter. He ain't got no heart and he ain't got no honor. That guppy won't survive in the water with piranhas. Killers on my team with M16s like Uganda.
What is good, y'all? What is good, y'all? What is good? What is good? All right, let me get myself on camera. What is good, y'all? What is good, y'all? Short clap. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in here, y'all. Pona B1, T.L.A Podcast, episode 120. Best platform in the world. How is everybody doing? First off, I'm gonna start it off sweet. Shout out to everybody on the audio platforms. We're already gonna say that. Shout out to everybody on Google Podcasts, Pocket Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, everything that are giving us all 5-star ratings. That is, keeping the audio scene of TLA alive and well for, everybody that, that want to tune in and stuff like that. So, we here. It is Monday. Had a weekend and stuff like that. I will talk about a little bit of what I have been doing, what I did the last weekend or so. I went to Milwaukee with the boy Bino and the boy Chris. We got to pull up at a Devontae Frigga event, which was really fire. That was really cool. I got to get some pictures in. I got to get some video in. I got to recover the videos of Chris serving up Devontae and Brandon Jennings because he actually did score some points on them, so that was pretty fire to see. And, I got to get a picture of both of them, put them on my story and stuff like that. Just good-ass weekend for content, good-ass weekends for some basketball. It's so surreal, I'm not going to lie, chat. It's so crazy. Being able to watch Devontae on YouTube, right? And then actually having some people, some chill-ass people with you that are inspired enough to also want to see him in person. Chris, the second I said it to Chris, he was automatically down to go see him. And I was like, all right, bet. He was like, all right, if I hit you in the morning to go see him, I don't want you to be saying, no, I'm tired and stuff like that, because you're the one who brought it up. So I was like, all right, bet. You know what? You're right. So I woke up, did a little workout, got ready. We went to the event. We got there at a good time. We got there as they were starting to play the first 3v3 full court. Well, no, it was like 3v3 half court game. Devontae got his team together and all that stuff like that. They also had Mr. Ball is Life, literally the dude who said Ball is Life for their intro. I keep forgetting his name, but he was also there too, so that was dope as fuck. One of the also guys who was balling really heavily there, who I've also seen on you. I'm sorry that I didn't like recognize you, because I've seen you in previous YouTube videos play with Devontae and other people and stuff like that. He followed me on Instagram. I'll bring his Instagram up and show y'all and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, being able to see an actual Devontae Frigga event go down and actually be a part of that shit, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, is the craziest thing and it's surreal as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, it's surreal as fuck. Cause I know I'm gonna see myself in the video because when we got there, right, I was standing behind everybody we were facing the hoop on the half court that they were on because he wanted all of us to like come inside and stuff like that. And first off, right, Milwaukee, y'all, for y'all being such a rowdy city, y'all was quiet as hell at this event. I have never seen so many hood niggas and rowdy teenagers in one space and have y'all quiet as hell the first half hour of being there. You had to have somebody call y'all all out for being quiet just for someone to start yelling and screaming and making this shit more entertaining. Towards the end, people started getting more rowdy and stuff like that. People started going crazy. Fucking Brandon Jennings tackled one of the niggas and grabbed the ball from that nigga. I ain't gonna lie, that shit. Hey, hold on. I gotta hit a boom. I gotta hit a boom for Brandon Jennings because that boy, like, all of a sudden you see him with the ball. You see him with the ball. You see Brandon runs this nigga. It was just wild as hell. It was wild as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, this nigga for real just grabbed this nigga and threw him to the floor almost and just ripped the ball from that nigga and said, fuck that shit. I was like, okay, like, seeing Brandon Jennings play in the NBA on the Bucks and then seeing him play with everybody else and stuff like that. One, he even told me, he looked at me personally and said, I didn't stretch before I got here. So I was like, nigga, what? I was like, first off, nigga, you didn't stretch. Nigga, what? Then why the fuck you playing? You didn't stretch before you came here? When you knew today you was finna play basketball? I was like, all right, bro. But I was like, okay. All right, but he did his thing, though. He did his thing. He was missing a lot. That boy was missing. But he did his thing, though. He did his thing. My bad, y'all. I gotta fix this rap and shit. But yeah, y'all, like, it's just like, being actually able to see a Devontae event in full circle, like, actually get to see him for real do that shit. Like, cause I watched the K Showtimes, I watched the Nick Mercs, I watch the Cam Wilders. I watch all them niggas. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to seeing prime YouTube content being filmed in front of you. I'm watching his cameramen who have the same setup as I do. Like my boy Ray got me right when it comes to him putting me on a good ass setup when it comes to me doing photography. But they all had either A7Rs or A7 IVs. And don't get me wrong, they was filming some good shit. They was moving, they was staying with it. Like, every time that somebody would do something crazy, they'd make sure to film it and stuff. So, like, as I'm watching, I would say I'm also learning, which is dope because I'm not gonna lie, I really want to film like me. You know what? Okay, give me a second. All right, chat. I'm gonna say it though. I'm gonna just say it. I'm a little spoiler, because I'm an anime fan at the end of the day. Oh my God. All right, here. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I gotta pause this.
张牙舞爪健身操，祝您。
All right, chat. Oh, god damn it. Oh, my gosh. Fucking shit. Oh, my gosh. I'm back. I'm sorry. Technical difficulties. We are back. I'm so sorry we've been gone. I'll have Ray edit that time that was sitting right there out of the video. We'll edit that out. But, yeah, I got a call from the state. I got to pick up state calls. I don't play about the state. I pick up those calls. So, but yeah. But we good. We Gucci. We good. Back to what I was saying, though. The event was amazing. The event was nice. Meeting Devontae Frigga was dope as fuck. Getting me to all his team was cool as hell. If you go on my story on any of my social medias, you'll see a picture with me and Brandon Jennings and Devontae Frigga on there. And I also got to post a picture of Chris meeting them too. So that was dope, man. Like, just being able to feel like I grew up going to basketball events in Chicago with my cousins and with my sister and brother and shit like that. When it came to being at an actual basketball event and being able to film there and being able to be a part of it and stuff like that, I'm not gonna lie, it was cool as fuck. It was dope as hell. Being able to see everybody get their shit off, being able to see my homie Chris serve up Devontae and Brandon, and being able to be actually immersed in the video and hopefully being able to see myself in the video at some point in the future, that's just gonna be cool as hell, bro. Like ever since I've watched Devontae and all these basketball YouTubers on their YouTube channels, I've always been like, damn, bro, I really want to go see them actually film. Like, I want to go film some shit. Like, there was a few times that I don't know if Devontae came to that same location twice, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to here, I just gotta move over, like I'm not directly in the middle. When it came to the last time, he came to Milwaukee last time, and I heard that it was packed out. I heard that there was a shit ton of people. I heard that it was crazy. The energy was nice. Everybody was doing their thing. All the youngins came out and did their thing because there was a couple kids from the high schools that was coming out doing their thing. So that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool to hear. When it comes to now, I don't know if y'all were this quiet the last time this happened. I do not know if y'all were this quiet the last time this happened, but all I gotta say is I'm gonna hit it again. Why were y'all were just so quiet? Like that's the part that baffled me. Like, literally we're watching Devontae Frigga run up and down court with Mr. Ball is Life himself. We're literally watching this and nobody's saying anything. Me, Chris, and Trey Bino walked in there. We're like, nigga, why ain't nobody saying nothing? Like, what the fuck? Like, there's just one ghetto ass nigga in the corner yelling, and he's getting the shit more amped than everybody else is. I'm like, bro, like, y'all ain't showing no pizzazz here, nigga. We in Milwaukee. We are in Milwaukee, boy. And you telling me, like, what, bro? Like, come on, man. He's like, come on, man. Like, we gotta do better, chat. We gotta do better. But it was dope to see, though. I'm not going to lie. It was dope to see that shit. Shout out Devontae. Shout out Brandon Jennings. Shout out everybody. Shout out Mr. Ball's Life himself for pulling up and blessing everybody on the court. That shit was so cool to see, man. Like, here, let me grab a lighter real quick, chat. I'm sorry. But yeah, dope as hell, chat. Like, to see everybody doing their thing and to see some real ballers pull up. Bro, Mini Giannis pulled up. We saw... Chat, I'm not kidding you. We for real saw a mini Giannis. Even though it can even be possible. The nigga looked like Giannis without the hair and miniature, but he the size was there. Like, he was still buff like that shit. But like, that shit was just crazy. Like, I'm like, bro, like, we niggas are really pulling up. And it's funny how Chris even got to be able to go on the court because he was talking to this one girl that I don't know if she helped organize the event at the YMCA, but he talked to her for a little while because she noticed him from the YouTube videos because he was on the Pop the Balloon stuff. Oh yeah, also we got to talk about Aaron the Plumber on here because that boy been going fucking crazy. But yeah, Aaron the Plumber. That boy has been a motherfucking menace since me seeing him on his own Pop the Balloon episode and shit like that. Well, it wasn't his episode, but he was a part of it though. But yeah, man, just being able to see that shit is dope as hell. I wish Frank would have pulled up. It would have been cool to see 414 Frank pull up to that shit. I'm not gonna lie, that would have been dope as fuck to see. A poppin' rapper pulling up to a poppin' YouTuber's basketball event. That would have been cool. Frank, we gotta see you at the next one, man. Like, if Devontae pull up again to the city in Milwaukee, we gotta see you there. We gotta see you there, my brother. Fucking G's in the crib, but we gotta see that there. But yeah, shout out Brandon Jennings too, man. Like, for real Milwaukee Bucks player pulling up and like throwing the bullshit with everybody and shit, bro. Like, that was just really cool to see. I've never met a Milwaukee Bucks player before. I went to go see the Bucks play one time. But I went to go see the Bucks play. I meant to go see Giannis and D Rose play against each other, and that shit was cold as hell. Because at the end of the day, I am a Bucks fan because I am from Wisconsin, but I am a Chicago fan of the day still too. Because my dad, mom, cousin, brother, sister, all from Chicago and shit like that. So, like, you gotta represent. So when it comes to shit like that, it just makes sense to, give credit where credit is due, especially the people in the city, everybody that came out. It was amazing, man. Like, yeah, shout out to that event. Shout out to that event. But yeah, a lot of stuff in the hip hop world and news has been going on today. So we'll do what is it? Head ass. We'll do a music update. Well, instead of the ESPN update, we'll call this a music. All right, music update. Music update for the past weekend that's been going on. So, right. I did not watch this, chat. I did not watch this, but DJ Academics did interview Kanye West. I did not watch the interview yet. I really wish I had somewhere to stream so I could like stream my reaction and post it of me watching some clips of it and stuff like that. But from what he said when he was on No Jumper, right? From what he said when he was on No Jumper, he said that he literally, like, he called Kanye, right? And said that they wanted to do the interview. They wanted to do that. I think he said that he had to meet him at 10 because he wanted to fly to Japan because, Kanye going to do his thing like he did, like, people out here trying to kill me and stuff, people here trying to get me gone and stuff like that, which I do believe because he's calling out a lot of stuff right now. He's just really sporadic for how he moves right now, which is smart for him because he's staying consistent on how he moves. He's not trying to hey, good. He's been looking at it. Good. He's been looking at it since I shared this song on there. But when it comes to that, right? My bad, y'all. I also got to share this stuff onto the stories and stuff like that. Hold on, chat. We got to post this stuff. You already know we got to post this shit. I'm the only one doing the social media, so I gotta post everything. Hold on. All right, chat. So, right? He said that he had to leave at 10 because he had to be somewhere, right? Here, let me grab this ashtray. My bad, I keep leaving it from this camera. So, right? He said that he had to be on a plane at 10 because, people had to kill him, people had to get him and stuff like that. And then, like, when he called Academics said, all right, cool, we can meet you at 10, right? So Academics said that he was on the way, but I think he said it's like 45 minutes from 10 o'clock, and he said he needs to leave at 10. So not that he will be ready at 10 for the interview, he has to leave at 10. So when it comes to that, I think he had to just sprint there as fast as he could and literally talk to him in his hotel room. Like, literally meet him in his hotel room, and they just did. He said, because I know whatever way that he has to film or get this interview off and live, he is going to do it no matter what. So, and he did it. He for real did get the interview off. I'm not going to lie. Like, that shit is kind of crazy. So when it comes to that, I will give academics. I will say that, besides Nori, because he also had a Kanye West interview, Ak is number 1 or 2 in the interview game right now. And that's just a hot take. That's kind of a hot take. Not really. It kind of is, but it's there. Like, we're doing it. It's getting good. It's getting clean. It's always beautiful to see shit like that go down in the space that we have. Shout out to academics for being able to even have him agreed for Kanye to do this. Like, shout out, gongs for that man. Gongs for that man. Like, for real though. Like, when it comes to that, bro, like, it's just cool to be able to see him get his shine like this, especially after the bullshit with the whole little kid in the Discord chat that he went through. Obviously, that was a weirdo time, Obviously, you shouldn't be having conversations with no kids and like that. But, it is cool to see him get something that he's been dreaming of doing, which is interview Kanye off and have that limelight again that he's always deserved, in my opinion. There's different people who have different thoughts. Like, I view academics in the way of how I view myself as an interviewer, but obviously I'm not to like the criteria of him. He's been doing this for so long. How serious he is about his shit and how good he wants to make it and how like professional he wants this shit to be, especially with his interviews, like the podcast and everything. I praise that because like what I'm also trying to do the same thing as me being a small interviewer and small content creator myself. So it is beautiful to be able to see him just get his rocks off on like how he's always wanted to, especially with Kanye West. Now, right now, if you look at the thumbnail is crazy. It literally is academics standing in front of Kanye West in a black KKK outfit. It's insane. It's wildly insane. But I mean, he got it though. I mean, he doing it. Like, he doing his shit. That's his shit. And you gotta. I give it to him. I mean, shit. You gotta be able to, give credit where credit is due at the right time of when it's received, when it should be received. So, shout out academics. Shout out Kanye for being able to come on academics' platform and be open about everything and like, talk his piece and shit like that. I don't care for the anti-Semitic stuff. That's not what I go to Kanye for. I go to Kanye for his music and what he thinks about the music industry and what he says about the music industry. When he starts dissing people and starts talking all about it, people, I don't really care for all that. I tune out when all that shit starts coming on. But, yeah, bro, like, that's Ye, man. That's motherfucking Ye, man. Shout out Ye and shout out Act. But yeah, what else we got? Let's see. Oh yeah. So all I have to see is rest in peace, Say So P. Rest in peace. He got gunned down a few weeks ago they were in Memphis. Yes, he was with the person that signed him, Sauce Walker. Shout out Sauce Walker. He is okay. He got hit too, but he is all right. He's fine. They were, I mean, even though me saying that, I also have to say, right, you can't be flaunting like that, man. You can't be flaunting like that. You can't be out thinking that your city fuck with you like that, because they will show you that they don't. They will really show you that they don't. To be honest, right, even though we lost him very early, same shit happened to X, man. The same shit happened to X. Like, him being back in Miami, not Miami, in Broward, in Florida, bro. Like, him being in his city, his town. thinking that it was sweet, that, you know, he can comfortably just cruise around and go places and people won't mess with him even though he's ex. Like, it don't work like that, bro. Like, in my opinion, like, when you're able to move out the city, move out the city. If you want to go back and give back, go back and give back at the shit that is scheduled for you to give back. Don't just start lollygagging around your city thinking that nobody going to try to clip you. It don't work like that, bro. It do not work like that. We've seen way too many niggas get got in their own cities when they thought it was comfortable enough to go back. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Like, what? That boy was getting cookies when he got blasted down. That shit's terrible. What? Like, come on, man. Like, but, you know, it happens. I don't know if P&B Rock is from L.A., if he was born and raised in L.A., but he also died in L.A., too. With a girl that's from Rockford, that's from Illinois, which is wild as hell. But I have a whole different take about that situation. Chat, my bad, I keep blowing the smoke in y'all chat face. Well, y'all, I do this on my stream and shit like that. What are we doing? So you already know, but it's just wild, man. But I'm very happy that Sauce Walka is still alive. He's good. You know, he don't got to worry about nothing. Don't got to worry about too much. I just say, just stay out of Memphis, boy. Just please stay out of Memphis, bro. Like, I watch a lot of your content. I don't know if you still fuck with Tracks NYC, but watching the videos with you at Tracks, I fuck with those. Like, I feel like when you're at those places, you can really be yourself. And I like to see when Sauce Walka is really himself. You know, he really sporadic and like everywhere and shit, and like hyperactive. I be liking that shit, so it'd be cool. But yeah, rest in peace, Say So P. I didn't really know Say So P that much. I didn't really listen to his music because I think he was a new signee that he signed to his label. Like, he freshly got signed. And it's crazy within like the week or so that nigga did. Like, that's fucking crazy, bro. But hey, man, like, that's the streets, man. That's the fucking streets. And what? Okay, but in some other news, but yeah, rest in peace, Say So P. Rest in peace, Say So P. What else? Wow, yeah, 6 years ago yesterday, 6 years ago yesterday we lost Nipsey Hussle, so rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. That's crazy. Wow. Whoa. Okay. So, chat, I am freshly on Twitter reading this shit. Literally, No Jumper's Twitter is just filled with clips of academics talking to academics talking to Kanye. This nigga Kanye got asked by academics why he said fuck Virgil after his passing, and he said, I'm evil. I'm an evil person. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see, chat. Let me see. Is that? Like, bro, what? Like, what, bro? Like, chat. Like, I really I should have done my due diligence to watch this interview before I got on camera. I should have done my due diligence in that. I didn't do it, so I apologize. The next pod on Friday, when I come back, we'll do that. Or on Wednesday, if Ray ain't doing anything, and Ray's cool to help me play people music here on Wednesday, which I am bringing back, even though I talked to the boy Blue Jacket. So shout out to the boy Blue Jacket. He's been doing this goddamn thing here in Madison. I want to have him on this green couch with me. We talked about doing an interview on Wednesday. So if he's still down, if I hit him up by today, we can do that on Wednesday, then we gonna do that. I'm also gonna have the boy Trey Bino on here. Me and him got a lot to talk about. Like I said, I like to have people that I know that was doing their thing like 7-8 years ago back here in Madison, and I'm about to have those people on here. So when it comes to Bino, he gonna be on here. He go by Bino Boomin now because he been killing it with the filming and stuff like that. So you know, I'm also gonna have a boy Chris on here at some point. I want to talk to him about the basketball stuff and him working with the youth and everything like that. So it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, chat. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta post this stuff. But yeah, that Kanye interview is crazy. But we already talked about that. I guess there's a clip out of 6ix9ine just going to church. In this life, everything will go wrong, no matter how much you try for everything to go right. Oh, so he's the one filming. Oh, okay. So wait, so he went to dude's church that used to be on The View? I forgot dude's name. It's the country singer. I guess he went to his church. I guess that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know he had a church. I didn't know that. But all right, cool. What else is on here? IShowSpeed climbed the love ladder in China. Bro, it's so crazy. Yeah, because we sidetrack when it comes to hip hop news, but it's so cool seeing like these landmarks in China. Because I went to China too for 2 weeks, but I didn't go to the love ladder. The love ladder low key looks cool as fuck. And when it comes to the illusion of like sitting up there and stuff like that, like it's cool. I ain't gonna lie, that's dope. Like, I really kind of wish I was out there for longer to experience more things, but I'm like, Speed's doing the things that I wish I could have done when I was in China, which is cool as fuck though. I'm not gonna lie, it's dope as fuck. But yeah, let's keep it going. We got young Scooter's son KB expresses grief on an emotional post after his father's passing. Yeah, so another death also happened in like the last like month or so. Rest in peace, young Scooter. I think that happened like last week. Rest in peace, young Scooter. I don't know how he died or what happened, but he unfortunately did end up passing. So, I mean, rest in peace to him, man. Like, I really wish you wouldn't have left so abruptly. You were doing your thing, and just rest in peace, man. I'm so sorry for your family, man. Like, hope your family doing good, but yeah, rest in peace to him. What else do we got? I'm on No Jumper right now, so okay. So even though this isn't really hip hop news, this is more like streaming news. But I am a streamer, so I will talk about it on here. The boy Aiden Ross gets unbanned from Twitch after 2 years, chat. I'm not gonna lie, right? So a lot of y'all don't know this, right? I was watching Aiden before Kai. A lot of us that are big on Twitch, that are big watchers of Twitch, was watching Twitch before Kai. Was watching Aiden before Kai. So it's pretty cool to see that. I'm not sure. I don't know if Aiden has streamed again yet on Twitch. I think he's waiting until his contract ends for Kick, and then he's going to be going back onto Twitch. So it is kind of, I'm not going to lie, it is cool seeing him unbanned, because I wouldn't say that he was my introduction to watching Twitch heavily, but he was definitely one of the first people that I was consistently watching on Twitch like that when he first started out. Not first started out, I would say, like, I got into him, like, when he joined FaZe and he was with Banks and Mike Malak a lot and shit like that. I liked it because it was, like, the three older brothers dynamic. Aiden's the younger brother, Banks is the middle brother, and Malak's the older brother. So it was cool seeing them banter on camera because they could just be themselves, and it looked like they were acting like these niggas had the same mom. for how cool and chill they were talking to each other. Like Banks and Mike Malak were talking to Aiden like he was his younger brother. And I like that because Aiden was taking in the knowledge that Banks was teaching him and Mike was teaching him and using that in his career. So like seeing Aiden learn as we're all learning as well was cool as fuck. It's like you get to see it firsthand. I always thought that was cool as hell. I always thought that was cool. Like, just being able to watch that shit, like, it's always been dope. Like, shout out to Aiden. I'm happy that he's back on Twitch. I'm happy that he's unbanned. Because it was cool to see Rage come back. Shout outs to Rage for coming back to Twitch. Everybody missed him. Like, bro, like, I don't be watching Kick like that. I only watch Twitch. So, Twitch and YouTube, that's my TV to keep me fresh on stuff. So, but yeah, that's just really how it is, you know? What else we got, chat? What else we got? Okay, we got Playboy Cardi, who said some stuff about Young Scooter's passing. We got Kodak saying some wild shit, saying he could never go out like DMX. Shout out Kodak, man. We all love Kodak. Oh gosh, I keep going out of the shit. All right, chat. I'm trying to look. I'm sorry. Here, hold on. Oh my god, we got that workout nigga releasing so much stuff. Oh, okay, I talked about that on the last pod. Wow, Sauce Walker said that he isn't mad at Memphis and he doesn't plan to retaliate about the Say So P death. I ain't gonna lie. That is a boom right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. Like, I mean, but if he cool with it, hold on, let's.
Snapping my finger in retaliation to what happened to me and my little brother, but as much as it hurt my soul and it really break me down, I'm damn near getting emotional right now thinking about the shit that I can't retaliate because that's not righteous. Because my brother had his own dealings as a man that a nigga gotta respect, and a motherfucker had
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, like if. When it comes to kind of him like having his own problems and dealings, when it came to the badness that came on to both of them from him, I would say I understand what he's saying, cause like him, I guess like with the whole getting shot, those was problems that stemmed from what he was dealing with, so. You can't blame the streets for being the streets. That's basically what I'm getting from this, which makes a lot of sense. That definitely makes a lot of sense. You know, you definitely are right. You can't blame the streets for being the streets at all. Really, you really cannot. And you know, when it comes to doing the thing, you gotta do the thing. You know, you gotta. When it comes to hot places, if you in hot places, you in hot places, bro. And that's just how it is. That's really just how it is. Hold on, y'all. But I'm so sorry. I'm staying quiet right now. But I actually got some things I want to talk about really quick. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Chat. Well, we can keep this video. We just gotta... I have to change the thumbnail and everything on this. I have the wrong thumbnail on this episode, so let's just do that really quick. But while I do this, right, I'm gonna actually talk about something, right? When it comes to now, I would say nowadays music of what the YNs of the world like to come out with as new stuff, in a sense, to the music that comes out locally in like hip hop scenes in local places, right? Now, trust me, don't get me wrong. I get that hold on. I'm so sorry. I get when it comes to YNs in places in the time of day that we are in now. It makes sense, right? Everybody locally, when it comes to young people in their states, they're going to make what they're going to seem is popular in nowadays time when it comes to making music. That's now, don't get me wrong, that's not everybody. It definitely is not everybody. And I will agree on that. It's not everyone that locally that comes out with music as a YN or just as a young person in the scene trying to get their music out there. They all don't make the same thing. But I understand when it comes to them all sounding the same and all of them, they are making the same thing. It makes sense because, like I said, the time of day we are now, who is popular, what is popular in hip hop, and what is popular when it comes to making music as a young person coming out who likes rap music. I get that everybody wants to sound like Playboi Carti, everybody wants to sound like Yeet, everybody wants to sound like Babytron, everybody wants to sound like, like everybody wants, like, it makes sense. I get it. Trust me. I definitely get it. I understand how it works. But I just don't like when it comes to people hate. Now, I can't be mad at people hating on it. I can't. All I can do is stick with it, understand it, and make sure that I follow the actual people that I like locally and young who are coming out with their own music, right? We all have to do that. That's how music works. That's how keeping track and staying fresh with new music works, right? I was watching I'm Dante and T-Pain trying to find someone to sign to Nappy Boy Records. So they had a whole bunch of people that watch him and that are fans of T-Pain send out music to them that they would think that they would like to get them signed, right? The one thing that they got mad about is that everybody was sounding the same. Everybody was making the same type of music, was having the same type of flow, cadence. Everyone was trying to do the whole melodic thing. Everyone was trying to sing and stuff and all that stuff like that. Try to be like Travis Scott mixed with Lil Uzi and all that kind of stuff like that, and have the really aggressive, fast, vaporish beats and shit like that you be seeing, like, because niggas think they like Fiend, and so everybody wants to make shit like that and sound the same. Trust me, don't get me wrong, I understand, but I feel like when it comes to seeing that, you just got to find the good stuff within that conglomerate of kids who want to make that same sound and style of music. Because don't get me wrong, most of it is annoying. It definitely is annoying when you hear a lot of the same kids make the same style of stuff and you don't hear any diversity. You don't hear anything new and fresh being brought to the table by anyone young when it comes to this cesspool of everybody that wants to make the same thing. But that, to me, you have to find the people who are the best in that avenue, who make the best sound out of all of these people. Who makes that sound the best out of all of these local people, local artists, small artists, underground artists that you're listening to right here on this thing? Now, obviously, there's to a degree where you might hear the music and it might not sound goodly mixed. It might not sound like they really took it serious. It might not sound like they put a lot of thought into making what they're trying to create to show to you. That's in every style. You obviously have to fish those out. 7 to 8 years ago, when I was like 7 to 8 or 10 years, I was like 10 years ago, right? When I was in high school, my last year of high school, the people who were big in my last year of high school was the Chance the Rappers, the Odd Futures, the Tyler the Creators, Earl Sweatshirt, Kendrick Lamar when he was first coming out, all of Black Hippie, Absol, Danny Brown, Denzel Curry, ULT. That's when you freshly had X coming out, Ski Mask, Wi-Fi's Funeral, and all them niggas. You had Mac Miller dropping crazy shit during that time. You had Joey Badass, all of Pro Era. You had ASAP Mob, ASAP Rocky, and all them coming out. So when it came to all those kids 10 years ago back then, my brother, hey, yo, what's going on, my brother? Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, we in here. When it comes to everybody back then, in my opinion, it was the same thing back then. Yes, the music was more lyrical. It was more people trying to get on, in my opinion, everybody was either trying to sound like Chance the Rapper or like Joey Badass during that time. Because when it came to Tyler the Creator and Odd Future, all them coming out with their shit, it really wasn't, you didn't see a lot of people trying to make that style of music because he was getting banned from a lot of places. He was getting restricted from a lot of places. So everybody was just getting really into just being fans, being heavily diehard fans of this shit, which is good, which I like, because that's what they were doing in that style blow them up heavily during that time. But you don't get me wrong, when it came to a lot of the young niggas that I was growing up with locally, or a lot of the young niggas from other states trying to come out with music, like from Chicago, like from Minneapolis, like from Indiana, like they were all sounding like they all sounded like either Chance the Rapper, Mick Jenkins, Joey Badass, ASAP Rocky, or you had the niggas who was sounding like oh yeah, what's good, Holy? How you doing, my brother? Yes, sir, yes, sir. Like, quickly, what's the topic of discussion? I'm talking about when it comes to a lot of people now in nowadays time, a lot of young niggas in nowadays time, sounding a lot of the same and sounding like everyone basically sounding like each other and sounding the same. Depending on if you got people who are doing trap music, if you got people who are doing like the vaporwave, crazy, aggressive, like Fiend Travis Scott style of like hip hop and EDM mix, like they all sound the same. Like there really isn't no diversity in nowadays time when it comes to a lot of young high school, freshly about to graduate or high school kids coming out with music now. It wasn't like when Holy, it wasn't like when niggas was making music back in the day. Like niggas was trying to sound lyrical, because those, like I said, those were the niggas coming out during those times. When Chance the Rapper dropped Acid Rap, everybody wanted to make that whole everybody tried to mix like the Chicago sound with the lyrical shit and the fucking it's like I'm talking about niggas who are my age during that time. Everybody wanted to, especially when you had niggas like the Underachievers coming out, the Flatbush Zombies of that time. You had like everybody wanted to sound lyrical, but everybody wanted to make like that I want to smoke type of music that everybody wanted to listen to. Yeah, bro, he's like, I wish they knew that they were able. Yeah, same. Like kids just want to sound like what's popular now. And but I don't blame them for that. Because we were all doing that same shit back then too. But the difference with us, I feel like when it came to seeing, bro, 2010 to 2019 was the gold era. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, even though everybody was trying to sound the same when it came to being on their lyrical shit and wanted to make shit that we could all smoke to, everybody was trying to be their own style of creative in that scene. Nobody was sounding the same to me when it came to everybody coming out during that time. Everybody had their own style. Even though we were all doing the same type of hip-hop music, everyone had their own face, which was amazing. That's what's so dope about seeing it from when I was trying to blow up, or me and my homies were trying to blow up in the music scene back then, to seeing the music scene now. Like, I would say, bro, the young niggas that I've seen now, give them a shout out right here, right? Shout out Reverse Playback. Shout out the boy Kenny. Shout out Devin Griffin. Shout out Blue Jacket. Shout out fucking Blue Jacket. Them niggas is really doing their motherfucking thing right now. I would say even shout out to my boy Kid Vibe for when it comes to him trying to host a lot more shows out here and get more shows together. Like, I can see that people are trying to dive back into the hip-hop stuff, or the local hip-hop scene of trying to get it to where it used to be back then. Because I'm telling y'all right now, bro, from the young niggas that are watching this right now, if there's any young niggas like that watching the T.L.A Podcast, this separate show from when it comes to me doing the interviews on here right now, if I was doing T.L.A, like Holy just said in the chat, from 2010 to 2019, right? 9 years. That 9-year span. If I was doing T.L.A during that 9-year span, bro, I would have been able to show y'all so many crazy moments, cold-ass moments, amazing music. I can still show y'all the music because it's still out. But the moments of y'all seeing that, like, Madison, because, like, bro, it's crazy to see when people talk about Madison or Wisconsin, period, and say that niggas don't like, what's in Wisconsin? What's like all that shit like that, right? It'd be annoying as hell to see that. Because I'm like, bro, if I could just show y'all the stuff that was going on back then, that we was doing, that we was getting into, the shows that people were putting together, the work ethic that everybody was putting in for their music to get where they wanted, I was seeing it. And it was a beautiful thing, because just being able to, like, you know, witness all that. Because I say this every time in every interview. You guys can go back into all the interview with Mondo, with Trace, with Dylan, with who else did I have on here that was back then with us? Red. Bro, it was crazy. The stuff that niggas was doing. I would say, bro, for at least a 2 to 3 year span, almost every month, even in the winter time, there was always a show going on and it was always popping. Even when it came to people throwing house parties, and the house parties throwing in, basically being shows, and then continuing to be the parties during that time. If I had just a camera, if I just had a camera and was able to show y'all the shit that niggas was doing back then, chat, it was insane. It was utterly insane. Like, and it was beautiful. I enjoyed everything. When it came to seeing all the stuff that I was going to see and going through back then, that's what made me wish I had a camera. Because, like, well, I just repeated this like a minute ago, but like, it's just amazing to, like, obviously I'm a big person and living in the moment. Like, during that time, I wasn't, nonstop in the snow, bro. Like, niggas did not care what weather it was. We were doing shows. We were getting shit together. We were getting together, planning stuff. We were like, bro, the recording sessions. If I wish that my homie Riel, shout out to the boy Riel, right? I really wish that he would have kept doing the Riel vlogs, because he started at the time that everybody was heavily doing everything. When we were at Joe Crib meeting up, all the Elion and stuff like that, bro. Well, yeah, because Holy in here. He a part of Elion. Shout out Elion and stuff like that. I still got to have the rest of them on here. I still got to have Retro and all them here. But the recording sessions with everybody, I got to have separately. I got to have Juan and I got to have David on here separately. But I got to have them on here to also talk about when they, like, recording everybody that I was meeting that was doing music all throughout Madison, the hip-hop scene. Same thing with Suvi. I got to have Suvi on here. I had Ice and Tyler on here. Check out the Ice and Tyler interview. Like, the niggas was in the shit. Madison was doing it. And it was also like that because that y'all didn't really know, when it comes to free retro, yes sir, free retro, please, yes sir, free retro. When it comes to what the fuck? Why did I disappear? When it comes to me living in Vegas for that year, I was there, right? I was in Vegas for a year. It was cool being able to meet someone that was a photographer that worked at the smoke shop down the street. Because he told me that he was doing photography for Denzel Curry when he comes out to Vegas, and for Dizzy Wright, because Dizzy Wright lives in Vegas. So when he told me that, I was like, damn. He was like, yeah, bro. Like, there'd be a lot of local hip hop shows that be going on that I'd be filming at and taking photos at. Like, I never really pulled up to really any of them because I was all in I was trying to be heavily in my Misfits rep bag. I was still doing pro gear during that time, which I will say, when it comes to the merch store, right, y'all? The merch store is still up and live. I want to make another 420 shirt. So if someone wants to make me an online graphic that I can put onto online 420 graphic that I can put onto a shirt and, make it a decent thing, I want to do that. So we can collab and shit like that. So, so I can put it onto the online store and then we can order them and then we can sell them in person and stuff like that. So, yeah. Because I already got one 420 shirt, long sleeve on there that I designed. And so I want to put another one on there. But I also want to say that, speaking of pro gear, I'm going to put all of the old pro gear drops onto the T.L.A store. I'd said this before that I merged stores. So I'm going to end up putting all the old drops, like the only the Flower Knows True Growth shirts, the Sunset shirts. I might put the Pro Gear in Japan shirts on there, and get those back rolling. So, because I got some new shit dropping. I got a new idea for some new Pro Gear shit dropping. I got some cold shit dropping. So yeah, I'm gonna get y'all in tune with all that shit. So. Pro Gear, clothing line, more merch drop coming soon. But yeah, when it comes to a lot of the young bucks coming out nowadays, man, like, they doing their thing. They fucking doing their fucking thing. It is beautiful to see. Like, a lot of people, right? A lot of people be lacking them about when it comes to the young niggas out nowadays. Even though I be enjoying the music, right? I definitely do be enjoying the music. I would say SoundCloud is still an amazing place if you want to figure out local artists, especially local artists off of the artists who you already listen to. My bad, y'all. So the boy Suvi texted me and stuff like that. I want to respond to that shit. But yeah, I'm gonna have the boy Suvi on here too. He gonna be on this green couch with me and stuff like that. I like how the green hat matched the green couch. This might be the staple for the new set for the new spot we in, the green couch with the green hat. So when it comes to that, right, like, a lot of y'all just gotta give these new young niggas a chance out here, man. We in a new generation. We're in a new time. My generation of people who came out doing music, we had our time. Nobody sound like Mick Jenkins, Chance the Rapper, Joey Badass, Absol. Nobody sound like that no more. We got everybody wanting to sound like Baby Tron, Yeet, Who is it? Lil Chucky. We got everybody wanting to sound like all of that. We got everybody wanting to sound like all that now. But it's gonna happen. It's how it works. Andre 3000 said it best. I don't get mad at the new generation coming in and changing the game because it's their turn. It's their turn to change it. We got to let them do it. The older generation let us do it. Why can't we let them do it? Like, bro, come on now. A lot of them do need management. Yes, they do. A lot of them do need management, yes. But I feel like this is the era when we bring back managers. Actually good managers. Real good management for people. So, like, shit. Probably one management. Shit, I'm just head-ass nigga. I'm just kidding. But, yeah, man. Like, just got to give local niggas a chance out here. SoundCloud is still in the blazing place for it. Don't sign no deals, man. Stay within them distribution limits. Them distribution deals are a beautiful thing. You don't get locked into a super crazy ass contract like how you do when it comes to having an actual label deal. Unless, all right, don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong. Don't discourage this. If you're getting signed to a good label who you trust and you actually know the ins and outs working of this label and you've met the people working there and you have a good relationship with them, then by all fucking means, because you trust them and they have in some degree to trust you. I don't agree. I don't say fuck all labels because people make their own labels and also make local labels that do their thing. Okay. Top 3 labels to look out for, right? I would say local labels. Or distribution labels and deals and stuff. Even though people don't like Interscope as a label, people don't like Interscope as an actual label to sign to. Interscope still has distribution deals they hand out to artists. But people think that when you see these big labels, you have to just strictly try to get signed by them. You can go routes of getting distribution deals from them to not have to like be in a super large binding with them. You just get that distribution contract. They distribute you for that small amount of time. And if you want to re-sign that contract, you just do it after that. But if you think that you got what you needed out of them, you move on. So I would say if Interscope's distribution signings are decent. Now, I understand that there's labels and local labels that don't normally push certain music, right? Because, you hear a rock label and you think they only put, you hear a label that a lot of rock people are signed to and you think they only push rock music. But you might not think that when it comes to certain labels that push certain music, once they start pushing a different type of music, it might work for you. When everybody was doing the whole emo wave, like when Suicide Boys and all them came out, a lot of niggas who was doing Suicide Boys and Ghostface style of music were signing to rock labels. Like we're getting distribution labels by a lot of people, by labels that were signing a lot of rock bands. Because they want to be in that, like, I'm a rock star scene and stuff like that, so they get pushed to more people like that. Now, right? Let me see. Let me look up like a local. Should I look up thank you. You gotta have trust in some of these labels. If you trust them, then you can trust them. And if you don't, you don't. You gotta keep it pushing. Let me look up some local Midwest labels that I think would be decent. Okay, to find local Midwest music labels, explore independent labels in cities like Springfield, Illinois, and consider labels like We Rock Records, Push and Pull Records, and Righteous War Records, known for their DIY music scene. Okay, so known for their DIY music scene and cassette productions. Okay. Push and Pull Records, another independent label in Springfield area. Righteous Records, they're also in Springfield. Okay, and they also have 900 Records, also a Springfield-based one. Other Midwestern labels. Baby Grenade, a label that focuses on hip hop, indie, and EDM. Capture Tracks, an indie and post-punk label. Century Media, a label known for hardcore metal and hard rock. Okay, right there. So like that, if you make like, you know, like the emo wave type of music when it comes to sounding like Suicide Boys or Ghostmane, or let's even say like, I would even say like Puya, because Puya, I would say a lot of people who like rock music fuck with Puya heavy. Century Records, even though they do hardcore rock and rock, you know, you might be able to convince them to push hip hop music for the first time. You never know. Sometimes I feel like when you, I'm going to walk to grab my, okay. So like when it comes to, I feel like being pushed out, if you want to make yourself known good in a scene, in my opinion, you always want to break barriers. You always want to knock down a wall that if you see a wall that could be knocked down, knock it down, and then you just strike it hard after you knock that wall down, right? If you see a label that mainly pushes hardcore rock music, or you see that in the certain artists that they sign, they have a certain swag to the band that they sometimes incorporate a style of hip hop in the sounding of their music, you might be able to convince that label. If you go to the label and you meet the executives, you meet the person who signs people, you meet the managers and be like, okay, I can see myself with them. And then you can convince them to push hip hop music. Not, I would say, maybe for the first time, or like once in a blue, you be the one that they sign for hip hop once in a blue moon. That could work. You might be able to get your name pushed heavy in that scene to be able to get you to a certain number in certain place where if you go tour in that place, if you go do a show in that area, you'll be able to have a good show, a good turnout, and then that more people seeing eyes on you will be able to elevate you and push you to different avenues and different areas that you actually want to go to. Because I was just talking to Chris about this, right? I would say you always had to blow up in something first to be able to trickle yourself into other avenues. If you want those other avenues to try to be as big as what you're mainly doing, right? Like with me doing these by me doing these interviews are my bread and butter. Yes, I do YouTube. Yes, I do reactions. Yes, I stream on Twitch. But that's all besides this. When it comes to me doing a schedule around content, I do it first around T.L.A. What day can I do interviews and what days can I do these pods? Because this T.L.A. shit is my bread and butter right here. This is what I want to live off of. This is what I want to pay my bills. This is what I want to do shit. I love hip-hop music. I love music in general. I love art in general. So this platform is the Local Artisan for local artists to get their names more out there. So that's why when it comes to me doing stuff at the Mousetrap, shout out the fucking Mousetrap, bro. A gay, queer, an amazing gay, queer, straight oasis for people who are into punk music or any style of music to just be themselves and just be chill at, man. Like, shout out the fucking Mousetrap, bro. Like the people that I've met that live there and be there, I would say like they hold a special place in my heart. I love all of them. My sister Sierra stays there and works with everybody there. Me being able to meet them, have my own experiences with them, and get to see the world through more people's eyes and views. I love them for how much they've helped me, and I would say, how much they've opened my eyes to especially different music scenes. I've never been a part of a punk rock scene before in my life. I've never been to a punk rock show like that. The only rock show I've been to is a screamo show, like when I was super young, like at the youth center. The youth center agreed to let the older kids, like the super older kids, like ones that are like seniors in high school, bring their screamo bands here and do a few sets. I'm not gonna lie, that's the kind of stuff I wish that I was vlogging when I was younger, so I could have filmed that. So and rest in peace, my boy Dylan, man. Like, that was the last time. That was my boy, homie Dylan's first and last show that he's ever been to, because I invited him out because he does, he didn't really mess with people like that. And like he didn't really like get out that much. And so when it came to me, I asked him like, bro, you gotta come out, bro. Like we about to all go crazy there. Like I've never seen him be so free, himself, and comfortable. Like, bro, like he told me that was one of the best nights of his life, bro. Like, man, like rest in peace, my boy Dylan, man. Like that's why I just love me. I love music so much. I love T.L.A so much for what it's done for me, what it's continuing to do for me, what it's going to do for me and everyone I love by giving everyone I love that I know that loves this shit an avenue for them to give them a platform to give them their own show to blow themselves up so they can get into something at some point, you know? Just all that shit, man. Like, but yeah, like I don't want to be yapping on it for too long, but yeah, I said those labels. I will say, look into the labels for anybody who wants to get signed to any local labels in the Midwest area, because that's where we are right now. Look into those labels and try to figure out which one of them suits your best interest. Try to figure out if they got, I would say do a distribution deal with the label first. If that goes good, then sign with them. If you trust the way that they handle your music when it comes to distributing it through all these platforms, getting you on these lists, getting you on all of these different things, these magazine articles, these set lists for these festivals, then I would say when you trust and you get the results that you want and you trust them, then that's when you come in and you negotiate a signing deal with them. To, then you can claim royalties and all that stuff like that, work on getting your masters, having your masters for your music, all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff, all that kind of crazy stuff. So, yeah, but, yeah, man, I love y'all so much. We've been on here for hour 20, man. Good ass conversations, I will try my best to stay, I got to get back into sticking into the, hip hop news and getting in, because everybody has been talking about academics and Kanye for the last while. So you get it comes. I gotta watch it. So on Friday, I'll come back and we'll be like, all right, I watched it. I'll give my ones and twos of how I think about it, and then we'll go on from there. And then we'll talk about some more hip hop news, because we also got to talk about Whack 100 and the whole Tupac thing, allegation towards him about him. Being involved in it and stuff like that for when it comes to when Tupac died. So we gotta focus on all that and shit. Lil Yachty and Tyler have been seen a lot together. I've been wondering if they've been coming out with more, if they're gonna be coming out with music soon. If they are, that's going to be crazy. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to listen to it. But yeah, man. More stuff to come, man. T.L.A, bro. I'm just happy that I've met such amazing and wonderful people that have gave me the avenues to continue something that I love to do. Shout out Ray, shout out Chase, shout out everybody that lives in this amazing studio / house. And yeah, man, T.L.A up. I'm back. We back. Expect me to probably have a co-host maybe in the next month or so. Interview Wednesday, hopefully with Blue Jacket or Trey Bino, but I will be doing if Ray is okay with it, if he's okay being holding the studio for that long. We are listening to your music. So when it comes to that, so this is what you do. The email that's on all the social medias in the bio, you send your music or video. Well, actually, no, because I'm charging now. So we're charging for this now. I'll do this. The first hour the first half hour of us listening to your music, I'll have it for free. I'll time it and be like, send in whatever. I'll listen to whatever. I'll play whatever. We'll do anything like that. And then for the time being on, I'll charge $5. I will make a separate, the Local Artisan Cash App, Venmo, Chime, all that stuff, because I do have this as an LLC, so we're going to get that all settled. You send in your money through there with the link to whatever you want us to to play, because I will have them pulled up on the computer. you send us, you send in the money, you send the link through there, but I would say also email us the link. Also, email us your link plus the proof of you sending the money so we know who sent the money and who sent the link. And then we will play whatever. It is also $10 through the same way for us to promote your stuff. So if you want us to share it, I'll share it on the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I will also, if it is a SoundCloud song, I will reshare it onto the SoundCloud as well. And I will also put it on the stories, on all the social medias that have stories. I'll put them on all stories. So that way you get a full benefit of you getting your shares in through the Local Artisan. So that's how we gonna do it, because that's how I started doing it originally. Then I did them for free because they weren't getting any of that much traction. But now I'm gonna start charging you for these. So yeah, first half hour free, and after that half hour you're gonna be paying. So yeah, every Wednesday, if Ray's down, every Wednesday, we probably gonna be live for only like 4 hours, maybe max 4 or 5 hours. But the more consistent and the more posting I stay doing this, that will be the trickle into getting more people to send in music. So yeah, man. I love y'all so much. The Local Artisan, T.L.A, episode 120, best platform in the world. I love y'all so much. Like, hold on, we gotta get the clapping going. We gotta get the clapping going. Like, love y'all so much, man. Episode 120. Love y'all so much. P1, T.L.A, Local Artisan. We out, man. Just, hey, give y'all local artists a chance. That's all I gotta say. Give y'all local artists a chance. You never know. You might like some of their music if you just explore. But yeah, I love y'all so much. Peace out. P1, Local Artisan, T.L.A, best part from the world. Episode 120.